This feels so weird. So I haven't filmed a video in I think maybe 5 or 6 weeks. I went back to work about 6 weeks ago and I didn't really comprehend in my brain like I wouldn't be able to film as many videos, edit as many videos when I'm back to work. So I just didn't film any, like at all. Like I had time, definitely had days off where I could have filmed and I just didn't. I think when I went back to work I kind of like when I wasn't at work I would come home and just wanted to lay in my bed and like go on TikTok and watch YouTube. Like I didn't want to sit and film a video, so I didn't. I also got a massive slump. I felt like I didn't have time to read, which I definitely did. I'm just very dramatic. I also got COVID. I literally was back to work 2 days and I got COVID. I had to be off for a week. So this wasn't a thing I could do. So my goal for right now is to post 1 video a week to start off and then hopefully up it to posting like how I used to be if I had the time. So we'll see. So today I'm doing my September TBR. I think this video is going up on like the 6th of September and I like to get these TBR videos up like the end of the month before, so I would have put this up like August 31st, but wasn't even in the country, so couldn't do that. Then my prompt jar again. I usually pick like, I think last month I picked A. I think last month I picked A and honestly I didn't even get to any of them. I read none. I don't think I read any of them. So I read 1 book in August, that would be why. I'm gonna go by like the thickness of the books and then decide on how many I want to pick. I also have gotten so many new books recently. Well, not even recently, but just since the last time I filmed a video. I feel like there's a lot of options. I also want to get this video because I'm not going to put on the screen what the prompt is. I'm just going to show you. Book with more than 500 pages. Can you even read that? No? Okay. There we go. That's not what I wanted. I definitely don't want to read long books right now. The only one that's jumping out at me right now that's over 500 pages is, you can't see it, A Little Life by, I forget the author's name, but I don't really want to read Little Life. I actually don't know if I have any other books about 500 pages though. Every time I get this prompt, I think I've gotten this prompt twice before. I've been doing this video since May? I don't know when I started posting, maybe it was March, I can't remember. This is the one I always pick for the 500 page prompt. It's exactly 500 pages and I never read it, and I know I seen Rachel Catherine read this probably at the beginning of this year and she was saying how she's had this book on her TBR for so long and hadn't read it and it's like one of her favorite books. Maybe not one of her favorites, it's gonna be a bit dramatic, but she really enjoyed it. So we're gonna go with Marriage for 1 because it's either this or Little Life and that's not happening yet. Book with yellow on the cover. Excuse my ugly nails and handwriting. What was the prompt? I can't remember, I just read it. Oh, yellow. Okay. I always get these colour ones and I struggle every single time. Like it's not that hard to pick a cover with yellow one, but I make it very difficult. Oh, this summer will be different by Carly Fortune. I mean, that's more orangey, but there's still some of the yellow, but like summer's gone. This weekend, as I'm filming this, it's supposed to be like 24 degrees here, which is like insane. But I have work and then plans. I can't even like sit out in town. So maybe I don't want to do a summer book. Oh, I just hit my head on the bookshelf. For some reason recently, The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren has been like a book that I keep thinking about and I don't know why I'm thinking about it. I think it's because they just came out with the, is it called The Paradise Problem? I really want to read that one. I think I'm going to try get it this weekend when I go book shopping, but I just realized I forgot to tell you what Marriage for One's about, so I will tell you about that one after. But her sister and his brother are getting married and then the whole like wedding place gets food poisoning except the 2 main characters. And they don't like each other, but they have to now go on the honeymoon because it's like paid for and someone needs to go on it, so then the 2 siblings go on. I'm sure you know because this is such an old book. It's like an OG TikTok book, but this one has like recently I've been like I really want to read this one, so maybe we'll do this one. Okay, we're gonna do the Unhoneymooners. I just really want to read this one. I don't know. Marriage for 1, I think it's a arranged marriage because she wants to open, is it a bakery or something, or a cafe, and she needs to be married to inherit the building, so she's a fake marriage. I think that's what it's about, and their names are Jack and Rose, so Titanic. Book you got recently. I got a lot of books recently, like I've said. The most recent ones I've gotten is this series right here. I got the Hoop series by Kennedy Ryan. I really wanted to read it, but I'm not starting any new series right now, so will not be reading those. Then also recently I got a Photo Finish by Elsie Silver and then Daydream by Hannah Grace, but I haven't read Wildfire yet, so I could not read Daydream yet. So I don't know what else like recently I've gotten. I feel like the most recent like standalone books I've gotten is Collide by this author that I don't know how to say the name. I don't know if this is a standalone, I'm pretty sure it is. Night Shift by Annie Crown. I got these definitely over a month ago. And The Game Plan by Michaela Smeltzer. This one was sent to me by Sarah. So I kind of want to read this because she sent it to me and I feel like I I need to read a book that was sent to me. So maybe we'll do this one. It's also so floppy. So I think I'll do this one actually. This one is, I only know it's a hockey romance. I know Sarah did DNF it, but I've been in the mood to read a hockey romance. I think it's like bad boy, good girl trope, which I haven't read in such a long time. I feel like I haven't read one of those books since like, I don't even know when. Game Plan by Michaela Smeltzer. Smeltzer. I can't say it, whatever. It's really hard to get these out of the jar. A book with green on the cover. We do have Collide again, which is green. I don't know, this is another hockey romance. I don't think I want to read 2 hockey romances in 1 month. I feel like that would put me in a slump and I don't really want that. The only books really to have like a decent amount of green that I haven't read yet is The Worst Best Man by Lucy Score. I've had this book for so long and I just haven't read it. Oh, I think it's the romance between the maid of honor and the best man at a wedding. Do I want to read this? Is this one on Kindle Limited? That is gonna quickly make my decision. The other one I have is Nowhere Goes Off Script by Annabelle Monaghan, which I do really want to read because I want to pick up her newer books this weekend. This one, she wrote the script for a movie and I think the romance between her and the main guy character. I did read a few pages of this yesterday and then decided I didn't really know if I wanted to read this or not. So maybe this isn't a good pick, but they're the only 2 really green on. The other green books I have are like ones that are like in the middle of a series. Let me check if The Worst Best Man is on Kindle Limited. Maybe it is. I just love reading on my Kindle. Like I love just lying down and curling up in a ball and reading on my Kindle. It is on Kindle Limited. Okay. We're doing The Worst Best Man by Lucy Score. I actually really want to read more Lucy Score books. I've read the Nothmas series by her and I was obsessed with it. Not the second book, but the first one and the third one. But I do The Worst Best Man by Lucy Score. Standalone book. I do really want to get to Normal People by Sally Rooney. I just feel like maybe now isn't the best time for that. I don't know if I have the brain power. I've also really wanted to read Firefly Lane by Kristen Hanna. I've read The Nightingale by her I think 2 months ago and I gave it a 3.5, but it was just like, for me, it was my first like historical fiction book and obviously set in World War II times, and I know like you learn about World War II in school, like I know that and I knew like the basics, but it was like there were so many characters and different things that I just couldn't understand. Why is the lighting gone so weird? I did really like her writing style, so maybe I want to read this one, but it's so thick again. I feel like all the books I've picked so far are pretty thick books. I also have Nowhere Goes Off Script. There's a bookmark. Maybe this one. It's like short, easy. It's not on Kindle Unlimited, which is kind of putting me off a little bit. Actually, I think I'm going to do this one. It's short. I think the rest of the books I picked this month are like all 400 pages plus. And that's my TBR. Let's I pick one more. Should we do one more? No, we're leaving it at 5. We're going to stick to 5. Quickly just run through the books again. So Nowhere Goes Off Script by Annabelle Monaghan. Marriage for One by Ella Mays. Yeah, Honeymooners by Christina Lauren. The Game Plan by Michaela Smeltzer. And The Worst Best Man by Lucy Score. And that's it. It feels nice to only have like a small stack of books to read. Because whenever I want a new book, I go to the stack first. And then usually I just pick a different book anyway. So thank you so much for watching and I will see you so soon in the next one. Bye.